What's going on YouTube? Local John 1812 here. How's it going, guys? Jrod84 is usually with me on this sportscast show that we do after big major sports events. Last night it was the UConn women in Mississippi State that kind of went down to the wire, and there was also I think it was Stanford and South Carolina. So an all SEC final for the championship. Upset for UConn getting beat. Also tonight you had Gonzaga beating South Carolina and North Carolina holding on against Oregon to win. Competitive games. I didn't really watch them. To be honest with you, I was watching Paul Bart Mall Cop on MTV, and I happened to check out the final minute or 2 minutes of that North Carolina and Oregon game. Not a bad game. Oregon fought tough. They missed the opportunity at the end to do to North Carolina what they did to Kentucky, which would have been great. As a Kentucky fan, I would have loved it if they missed the free throws that Oregon was hoping for. They just couldn't rebound the ball. So hats off to North Carolina. Hats off to Gonzaga. Good luck on your championship games, and good luck to the women's side. So, now, let's get to the other major sporting events coming up that are very, 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 very important. Maybe I said very too much, but they're important. Okay, so, and I don't care what anybody says, I love wrestling. To me, wrestling is a sport. So, coming up tomorrow, WrestleMania, guys. WrestleMania. Gonna be interesting. You have Goldberg and you have Brock Lesnar. Should be a good fight there. You have Seth Rollins, Triple H. Should be a good one there. I think Samoa Joe might be involved with Sami Zayn or something like that. Should be something there. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. That's going to be a good one. So we got major things coming up. And you also have... let me think of another match. The tag team match. There's going to be something there with the tag matches. That should be good too. So, WrestleMania is very important. Good match coming up. Good matches coming up. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. And then let's also talk about college baseball has been on recently. And you have Kentucky was ranked 19th. They just finished up a series with Vanderbilt. And they actually won. Swept the series 3 games there, and I watched a little bit of today. Last time I checked, the 7th inning they were up 7-0, so they're doing pretty good. On the Sportscast show, we always like to highlight different video or different sporting events. That's why I brought up WrestleMania tonight. That's why I brought up women's college basketball. It's not just about Kentucky. Even though me and Jay are Kentucky fans, it's about all sports, and we don't try to dog a bunch of other teams. Yes, last week is a little upsetting with the buzzer beater shot, but we're not trying to dog other teams. Hats off to people if they do good and if they keep going and move on, because we're here to talk about the sports. We're not here to put anybody down. So, not necessarily. I mean, we do put people down in some form, some way. I will admit, I've done it with IU fans in Indiana numerous times. But besides that, NASCAR race tomorrow, I believe. I don't even know where they're going to be at. I've lost touch with NASCAR. In the comment section below, guys, let me know what you guys think about NASCAR. On what's going on with the point system and how they're stopping the races and having segments and all this kind of stuff. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you've lost touch with it. I mean, I think I've lost touch with it. I used to be a big-time NASCAR fan. There's Jeff Gordon on the wall. So, anyways, guys, I've kind of lost touch with it. I'm not going to be really reporting anything about that type of sport that often. I'd love to, but I just can't do it. So, it's a little bit different tonight not having Jay here with me. I usually say some things and look over at Jay, and he says something back. So, but you know what? The last video got a lot of views. I think it because the way it was titled and it had to be about North Carolina. Everybody was searching for stuff on there. So this one He's going to have a little bit of college basketball references in it, so maybe I'll get some views off of it with Oregon and North Carolina and Gonzaga. So the question 2 is, so I'll ask you guys in the comment section, let me know what you think about NASCAR. And if you're not into NASCAR, do me a favor. Who do you guys think is going to win the national championship for the women? South Carolina or Mississippi State? Or who do you think is going to win the championship for men? Gonzaga or North Carolina? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd be glad to hear your guys' opinion and what you guys think that may happen. Monday night, or before Monday night, before the championship game, because we're not going to watch it, guys. We're not really going to watch it. I mean, we're, at this point, we're an autopilot, so we'll check 2 or 3 minutes of the game first half, 2 or 3 minutes at the end. We really can't give you any details and put any team down or say there was bad calls here, bad calls there, because I'm not that interested. I've told you guys once, and I'll tell you again, March Madness is kind of overrated. I mean, the college basketball tournament one-game scenarios are overrated to me so bad. Mississippi State beating UConn women was ridiculous crap, trash. You know, not nothing against Mississippi State. It's just the fact that if they play a best out of 3 there or something, I guarantee UConn wins. You know, I'm not into this one-game scenario as much. I think it took. Because when your team's doing good on the road, you're like, oh, we can win this championship, we can win this championship. Then they get knocked out, you get back to reality. What's the reality? Do you really like the March Madness tournament? Or do you really could care less about it? You know, that's the whole point. And to me. And I was looking online today at the NBA standings for playoffs, and my Pistons are in bad shape. I mean, we're like 2.5, I think, back with 5 games left. We basically got to win every game and hope that 3 or 4 teams in front of us lose a couple of the games. Well, actually, all of them, but they can win 1 or something. Good news is some of those teams play Cleveland. Some of them play each other, so it could happen, but I doubt it. So, in saying that, I'm still going to love the NBA playoffs and watch it because you have the San Antonio situation with a good team going on there. You got Golden State will get Kevin Durant back. They should be ready to go. You know, over there, Chicago's doing good. Well, not actually, Chicago's not doing good. They're battling for the 7-8 spot. I mean, Boston's doing good, and Cleveland's doing good to an extent. Cleveland's on a downslide a little bit, but you guys know. And I'm not a LeBron James fan to say, but I know LeBron's good. I know he's great. Should put it that way. But I don't really care to like him. I prefer Curry or Durant over him. But that's just me. And I'm not a Golden State fan. You guys know I'm a Detroit fan. But, so, let's add a third question in the comment section. See if I can get some action from you guys. Who do you think ends up in the 1 spot for the East? Is it Cleveland? Is it Boston? You know, who ends up... I think those two are 1-2. Who ends up 1 in the East? Because Cleveland's on a down, and I don't know if Boston can catch them. I think Boston might be 1 right now, and Cleveland 2. I believe so. So, you know, who ends up number 1 in the East? And also, who do you think could win? Well, I'll save that question. I was going to say, who do you think could win an NBA championship? But I'll save it. Who's going to end up 1 seed in the East? Let me know that. Number 2, who's going to win the men's March Madness tournament? College basketball championship. And number 3, who's going to win the women's college basketball championship for March Madness NCAA tournament? You guys let me know those answers down below in the comment section. Please hit the like button and share and subscribe if you have not done those things already previously in other videos. And if you have done the like and share, go ahead and do it again. And if you hit the subscribe button, don't hit it again because you'll unsubscribe. But other than that, J-Rod will be back next Monday or Tuesday. He will be with me. It will be a way longer show, guys. But I just want to get on here and jump on you and let you guys know our sports team is definitely sticking with sports. We're watching it in between Paul Bart Mall Cop. It's a joke. I was watching it, but I watch sports all day. I can't get into the college basketball tournament. I mean, if Kentucky was still in, would I be in it? Yes, because I bleed blue, and I love Kentucky. But to be honest with you, it's just, you know what I'm saying? 1 game scenarios. You guys remember that? I'll give you an example. we kind of were sluggish during the whole year. This one of the years, I can't remember the exact year. If it was 2011, it might have been 2010, 2011, when we had Terrence Jones. It was 2011. Terrence Jones, Deron Lamb, Brandon Knight. We weren't that great throughout the season. Well, we were good, but we lost some games. We ended up a 4 seed. We go into the tournament, and we did really well. We ended up knocking out like number 1 Ohio State or whatever, number 1 seed Ohio State, and the better team and all that. In my opinion, if Kentucky with Brandon Knight, Terrence Jones, Deron Lamb, if they would have played Ohio State best out of 3, Kentucky would not have won that series. So for me to say that, because I don't want anybody thinking he's just saying he's still sour or whatever. No, that's my theory, guys. I mean, that's the damn truth. That's what I'm just speaking truth to you guys. So that's how I feel. So now the year we won, 2012, with Anthony Davis and them, there was no team. I don't give a shit if you played best of 7. Kansas wasn't going to beat us. No team was going to beat us. We were definitely the better team that year. The year we went 38-0 against Wisconsin, we ended up losing. We win. If we go best out of 7, we beat Wisconsin. It probably goes 6 games at the most. Kentucky wins. So, those are just all my theories, guys. But I didn't want you guys to think that I'm just such a Kentucky fan that I can't see any other way. I told you guys that one year Ohio State they should have beat us. We were not the better team, but so that's why I can't really get into the tournament, guys. I'm just doing updates on it. Maybe you guys don't want to really watch the game. Maybe you enjoy us talking. Maybe we sound like fools, and you enjoy typing in negative comments about us, which we don't mind that either. So, all right, guys. Well, I've been on here long enough by myself, rambling, but I hope you guys have a good night. Enjoy your sporting events, especially tomorrow, WrestleMania. What you gonna do? Y'all should know who that guy is. So WrestleMania tomorrow. Be interesting. Monday, the championship game. Baseball kicks off tomorrow, baby. Baseball kicks off tomorrow. I don't think the Yanks play. I think they don't play tomorrow. I think they play Monday, but I have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, check out all those events. Try to remember the questions that I asked. Comment in the section if you want to. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button. And I'll see you guys next time with Jay. Next time with Jay. Jay, if you watch this, I just had to come on here and do one. We'll do one next week together. All right, guys. Keep your life sports active. Later.